Hey guys, what's up? This is Bret. Welcome to this week's episode of Friday on the Turntable. As you can tell from the title of the video, I am talking about the brand new Nine Inch Nails record, Hesitation Marks. Just came out on September 3rd. So let's talk a little bit about my history with Nine Inch Nails. I had first discovered them, I'm going to date it to probably sometime in the summer of 1990. I was on a trip back to Chicago, and I was at an amusement park called Six Flags Great America, which is in northern Illinois, in a town called Gurnee. And I remember waiting in line at the roller coaster known as the Eagle, this really tall wooden roller coaster, and there was a girl that was right directly in front of me in the line that had a shirt on it that said Nine Inch Nails, and of course I was intrigued by that. So when I got back to Arizona, I went and bought the cassette for Pretty Hate Machine, which was on a black cassette, which I don't have anymore, but I do have that record on vinyl. This was their debut. Came out in 1989. I can't even believe it's been 24 years since the release of this. Just, it's amazing how fast time goes by. Pretty Hate Machine was an excellent first release for them. They released an EP 3 years later called Broken, which I bought on the day it came out. And then I lost connection with Nine Inch Nails after that. And I really didn't get anything as it came out. And then just over the last couple years, I started to go back and check out their catalog. I've seen them live twice now, which I'll discuss kind of towards the end of the video. But I didn't really have the intention of picking this album up on vinyl. I was gonna maybe go for it on CD, but then a couple people had mentioned it, and I listened to it on Spotify a couple times, and I'll tell you, I just got really into it, and then my girlfriend said, you should just go ahead and buy the vinyl. So that's exactly what I did, and I'll tell you, it was an incredibly great decision because I am seriously blown away by this record. Here it is again, Hesitation Marks, the 8th Nine Inch Nails album, and their first one since The Slip, which came out in 2008 and then shortly after Nine Inch Nails kind of went into a hibernation. And so this is a 2-record set. I want to show it to you right off the bat. Now there's 3 editions of this. You can buy the standard CD, you can get the deluxe CD, and the vinyl, and as well as MP3, of course. And each physical format has a different cover. And the covers were all done by, let me just drop his name in here so you guys, Russell Mills, and he did the artwork for the Downward Spiral, the '94 album with Closer. And so you can sense a similar theme to that, but it has just really cool. And I think Rob Sheridan, who works with Trent Reznor a lot, did a lot of the photography, but the packaging on this is really pretty exquisite. Here is the lyric, or the pull-out sheet that doesn't have the lyrics, but it has the song credits. And then I'll show you one of the sleeves here, which kind of keeps that theme going. Has that little rusty looking leaf on there. And just a really nice packaging. The labels are all fit the theme, and really a great sounding pressing. And the vinyl edition also comes with a copy of it on CD, so not bad. It's the way bands should be doing these releases. At the very least, a download card, but Trent went the extra mile and put in a CD, which was great because I've been playing this in my car as well. So my thoughts on this right away are there was a definite maturity that stepped up with the sound of the recording, not necessarily the sound of the recording, the lyrics, the vocal presentation, and the music. It's a more mature record, and one of the main things that really strikes me on predominantly almost every track is the consistency in melody. I guess I was a little turned off of Nine Inch Nails in the past from just all the angst, and this album has almost a coming to terms, a coming of age maybe with himself. So it has a softer approach to the lyrical delivery and the vocal delivery, and the melody is so dominant, and every song kind of is, for lack of a better term, catchy. And I've been just really enjoying it. And what's cool about this one is Trent Reznor, the man behind Nine Inch Nails, if you guys are unfamiliar with the band, He pulled in some really unique guest artists to appear on this one. You got Lindsey Buckingham from Fleetwood Mac, who plays guitar on some tracks. You have Adrian Belew from King Crimson, also played with Bowie, who does a lot of guitar textures that are really interesting. You got Pino Palladino, which I was really surprised to see his name in the credits, because he's like a studio session bass player who's toured with a lot of bands. Gary Newman, I think he played on I Assassin. Peter Gabriel, The Who, even Richard Ashcroft from The Verve. So just a really unique blending of people. And then it has Eugene Gorschater. Sorry, I'm going to butcher that name. But he's with that LA band called Autolux. And so you have a lot of different guests, as well as the three guys behind it: Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross, and Alan Moulder. And like I said, the production, the sound quality, everything is just top notch. The way that I think Trent is a kind of a master at arranging songs and layering them in, because there's so many cool textures that come out, and it's just really a really cool listen. So far, 3 singles. They're all digital, so it's you know, with singles these days, sometimes bands release some digital, so there's no 7-inch or 12-inch yet, but there have been 3 digital ones that have come out, and that's Came Back Haunted, Copy of A, and Everything. And like I said before, all memorable melodies. They're all really excellent songs. So let me just kind of go through some highlights of the album. First off, it starts off with this little short little instrumental interlude before it kicks in with the track Copy of a. Just killer. Lindsey Buckingham is doing the guitar work on there, and if I didn't read the credits, I honestly probably would not know that that's Lindsey Buckingham in there, probably because of the way his guitar is treated, or maybe I need to listen closer. Came Back Haunted, the other single, really good. Find My Way has some really interesting guitar textures from Adrian Belew. It's atmospheric, down-tempo, and I guess you could call it, for lack of a better term, a ballad, but not in its traditional sense, like, you know, Every Rose Has Its Thorn or something like that. It's a darker ballad. Kind of a song that maybe is sparking a little controversy because it seems to be out of character, and I've had this discussion with a few people, and I almost like it even more because of that, and that's the track Everything. If Nine Inch Nails had a pop song, this would be it. It's in the vein of the bass, reminds me of like New Order with some Peter Hookish bass line. It's got a really kind of poppy drum beat, you know, that's kind of a lame description, but it's got a more of an upbeat that kind of pushes the song in a more pop realm. But you know, we're speaking in terms of Nine Inch Nails here, so we're not talking about it's in the style of like a Britney Spears or any means like that. But it is a cool moment, and for me, I love when artists branch out and they do something unexpected like that, because I think I don't think it's so unexpected that you can't think, you know, it's not like there's like he's putting a something from way out of left field. This, I think, fits within the spectrum of the album, and I think it's a really highlight, honestly. And it sounds also kind of like a triumph, a personal triumph, and I like it. The way the vocals are kind of semi-distorted, I just think it's really top-notch. Satellite, great groove on that one. You got a track called Various Methods of Escape, where Trent is singing and reaching these, in the chorus, a falsetto, which I think is just ace. Great melody. Once again, great textures from Adrian Belew, and it's one of the album's highlights for sure. I Would For You, another nice one. And the track Into, which almost has a Skinny Puppy kind of late 80s vibe to it. So yeah, so I was really caught off guard with this album, and I'm really happy that I went for it and grabbed it, because it is in constant rotation in my car, and like I said, the vinyl sounds really clean, really nice, really great pressing. It's released through Columbia. Now I'm gonna have a link. Stick around for a minute, because I want to tell you about a few other my live experiences with Nine Inch Nails, but I'm gonna have a link down in the description box where you can order the album, so be sure to check that out as well. So like I said earlier, I had seen Nine Inch Nails twice. The first time I caught them was in 1995 when they toured with David Bowie, and that was on October 18th, 1995, which was at Desert Sky Pavilion out in West Phoenix. I've seen a lot of shows there over the year. Actually, that venue was the site of both of Nine Inch Nails shows that I've seen. So they opened for David Bowie. It was on Bowie's Outside tour. And after Nine Inch Nails, at the end of their set, it kind of blended right into David Bowie's set where the two artists were together, and then it just kind of transitioned. So Nine Inch Nails was touring in the support of the Downward Spiral then. It was an excellent show. I wasn't so hugely into them at the time. Like I said earlier, I was kind of fell out a little bit after the Broken EP, but it was great to be able to see that, to see them on that tour. And then also most recently, I caught them in 2009 when they did the so-called Ninja Tour with Jane's Addiction, NIN for Nine Inch Nails, JA for Jane's Addiction, and it was a joint tour that they did, and my brother and I went. We were right in the pit in front of the stage, and it was probably the final tour of Jane's Addiction with where they got original member Eric Avery back on bass. But Nine Inch Nails set was really intense. Huge flashes of bright white lights through augmenting the set. The band was tight, the drums, it was just really interesting, and the sounds in a live context are really really intriguing, and I thought they put on a really good show. So with that said, I'm going to give you guys a really good endorsement on picking this album up. Nine Inch Nails, Hesitation Marks, do it. I think you guys will really enjoy this one. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Don't forget there's a link in the description box. Check it out. All three formats: CD, deluxe, vinyl, digital. Can't go wrong. Talk to you guys later.